What's up, guys? Welcome back for another awesome banger of a video, because we're watching The Walking Dead, and that's all they do is put out banger episodes. Not 1 second of the show's been boring to me so far. I'm ready to get back on Herschel's farm, even though it's very stressful there.
And it's contaminated.
Yeah, and Lori's pregnant, so what do you think about that?
Lori's pregnant, yeah.
Stressful, right? Mm-hmm. All right, guys, let's buckle in. It's about to be a crazy ride. Go ahead and drop a comment below. Let me know what you're thinking about this season so far. Anything that you guys want to just put out there in the universe, man, go ahead and drop it below. We're just gonna watch movies for a long time over here, so go ahead and subscribe to the channel and definitely like the video, and let's keep this Walking Dead train going. So let's go. All right, guys, this is episode 5, Chupacabra. The El Chupacabra.
You said episode nice.
Did I say it right? Yeah, no, I tried to. It's just my accent, sorry. So this is why they're together. They were broke down beside each other.
Yeah.
Are you gonna go soon?
I don't know, baby. I sure hope so.
I'm hungry.
I know, Carl. We all are. Now, why don't I get them something to eat? Dad's into all this survival stuff. We've got enough MREs to feed a small army. I sure appreciate it. No trouble.
It's probably nasty, though.
What the hell did you tell her that for? We don't even know these damn people.
The boy is hungry. We can spare 1 box.
It's called operational security. How long do you think this stuff's gonna last if you keep running your damn mouth off to everybody we meet?
I'm sorry.
You gotta tell her,
I wasn't
Ed.
thinking.
You gotta tell her real good.
So he was like a prepper.
Either that or he just had a couple of Lunchables in there.
There's nothing.
Big surprise.
No, I mean, there's nothing. Emergency broadcast system stopped. That recording about the refugee center. It's all gone. I'm gonna go up the road, see what I can see.
I'll come with you. Dad must have forgot to pack those MREs. I found these in my purse. It's all right. Listen, would you mind keeping an eye on Carl for a minute? Sharon and I go scout up ahead a little bit and see if we can find someone who knows what's going on. I won't go with you.
Hey,
So they don't know what's going on yet.
Why would they stop broadcasting about the refugee center?
I don't know.
You think they're turning people away?
They gotta have a ride on their hands if they try.
Your dad's nice. She's not my dad. Dad's dead.
This is crazy.
What do we do? Nothing to do what Rick would have wanted us to do. Get you and Carl out of here.
That would be so scary.
Remember that helicopter? Babe, I'm sorry to interrupt you all the time. I'm sorry. I just do that a lot. My bad. I was
Okay.
Dude, remember the helicopter that he saw at the very beginning of the series? What's up with that?
Stay with me now. Come on.
Oh my God.
They saw that? That's crazy.
Jumping napalm in the streets.
I mean,
Come here.
that was wild. That was a crazy opening.
I know. I love the flashbacks they give us because they make the story better.
Yeah, I'm just not sure if they knew that they were geeks walking around at that point, or if they were just
Being evacuated.
if they was just trying to get rid of bodies that were infected by just blowing people up and killing as many people as they could. Slow the spread, they would call that.
Yeah.
Morning.
It's a nice camp, isn't it? Yeah, they got lucky.
Can't believe I slept in. You must have needed it. Feeling all right? Next time, wake me, all right? Especially on laundry day. I can manage. Had an idea I wanted to run by you. What's that? Oh, that big kitchen of theirs got me thinking. I wouldn't mind cooking in a real kitchen again. Maybe we all pitch in and cook dinner for Herschel and his family tonight.
Aw, that would be so sweet.
Herschel
Kinda
says,
looking
"Stay
for
out my
things to
damn
keep
kitchen."
my mind occupied. Well, after everything they've done for us, seems like the least we could do. You mind extending the invitation? Just feel more right coming from you. How so? You're Rick's wife. Sort of makes you our unofficial first lady.
Morning, guys. Let's get going. We got a lot of ground to cover. All right. Everyone's getting new search grids
Rick
today.
the president one day?
She made it as far as the farmhouse Daryl found. She might have gone further east than we've been so far.
I'd like to help. I know the area pretty well and stuff.
Herschel's okay with this?
Yeah. He said I should ask you.
All right, then. Thanks.
Nothing about what Daryl found screaming Sophia to me. Anyone could have been holed up in that farmhouse.
Anybody includes her, right?
Oh, whoever slept in that cover was no bigger than yay high.
Good lead.
Maybe we'll pick up her trail again.
Well, maybe about it. I'm gonna borrow a horse. Head up to this ridge right here. Get a bird's eye view of the whole grid. She's up there. I'll spot her.
Good idea. Maybe you'll see a Chupacabra up there, too. Chupacabra?
Well, you never heard this? The first night in camp, Daryl tells us that the whole thing reminds him of the time when he went squirrel hunting and he saw a chupacabra.
Man, I saw one too when I was a kid.
Did you really?
So you believe in a blood-sucking dog?
I thought they were like
They've got
snipes.
people walking around.
Hey, ever fire one before?
Well, if I'm going out, I want one.
People in hell want Slurpees.
Let's come train tomorrow. You're serious? I'm a certified instructor.
For now, he can come with us.
He's yours to babysit then.
All right, Andrea, T-Dog. Want you guys...
That guy's like a new character, right? I was about to say, I don't remember him.
Nice guitar.
Dale found it on the highway. You know, we still have 11 condoms.
Yeah, you see 11 condoms. I see 11 minutes of my life I'm never getting back.
Played.
It wasn't that bad, was it?
I don't even know if I like you.
But you're thinking about it. You should.
She ran off like a guinea, didn't she?
Remember the name of that waitress at the Dairy Queen when we were in high school? I know you, Shane, well enough to know that there is only one surefire way of engaging you in a conversation. And that is to start asking you about girls you did in high school. I don't want to, but I'm willing to do it if that's what it takes. Mary Ann. I told you about her? Oh, in excruciating detail.
Excruciating my
though.
ass. Used to live for those details back in the day.
Yeah, I was impressionable, and I may have been living vicariously through you.
Why wouldn't you? My impressive list of accomplishments. I was an artist in his prime, protege.
You mean prodigy?
Maybe. Prodigy, what you call a young high school stud, bangs 30-year-olds on the regular?
What 30-year-old were you banging in high school?
PE teacher?
Mr. Daniel.
Mrs. Kelly?
The girls' volleyball coach? Wasn't she married? Oh, come on. You know what I just remembered? Well, I never asked you about this stuff.
We talk about your high school love life then, huh?
Yeah, well, that's a short conversation. It may even already be over.
Is that right? It was Holly, right? Nope, that was me too. And there was Sheila. That's the one you lied to me
I
about.
never lied about Sheila. I just got mixed up about what the bases mean.
I would just say, you know, a home run, that usually means sexual, like that's intercourse. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
I
saying?
realize that now.
I think what you did was more like a ground rule double or something.
I'm aware of the judge's ruling.
So they've been friends a long time.
Shouldn't be talking about this stuff. It's gone, man. Everyone in it. Sheila, Mary Ann, Mrs. Kelly. It's like we're old folk. All the people in our stories are all dead.
We can't just forget them.
Hell, we can't. It's hard enough accepting what's happened without digging up the past. Tell you what it is, that nostalgia. It's like a drug. Keeps you from seeing things the way they are, and that's a danger. You got people dependent on you.
Well, you think I don't know that?
I don't know.
I figured this would devolve into like
What are
a
we doing?
tense.
Got every able body at your disposal out scouring these woods for a little girl we both know is likely dead.
Well, you think we should abandon the search? That's not my call, is it?
I'm asking.
Survival, Rick. It means making hard decisions, but you got this knack, man. You spread us thinner and thinner, trying to save lives here, and you're out saving cats from trees.
Is that what you think Sophia is, a cat in a tree?
Hey, don't do that, man. Don't twist my words. Man, how many times we get caught up to look for a missing child, man? You got 72 hours, and after that, you looking for a body. And that was before. You honestly think we're just gonna find Sophia alive? Are you that sure we won't? We're being completely honest.
Well, I'm counting on you to be.
It's math, man. Alive or not, Sophia, she only matters to the degree in which she don't drag the rest of us down. Thought you wanted honest.
We have realistic versus optimistic.
Yeah.
We just moved on, man. We'd be halfway to Fort Benning right now. Carl wouldn't have gotten shot. And you said so yourself, but we're out here, we're risking lives. Your own son almost died, man. Otis, he paid that bill. What the hell are we still doing this
I had her
for?
in my hand, Shane. She looked in my eyes and trusted me. I failed her. If I hadn't, she wouldn't be out here. I think she's still alive, and I'm not gonna write her off.
That's Blue, Andrea, and T-Dog. Looks like we wandered into their grid.
Oh, so they are
They've
leaving.
been marking it, yeah.
That's smart.
Crossbow twangs. Did you hear it twanging? I say twang-a-lang-a-lang.
Please don't lead any more horses to their death.
Oh.
Is that a baby doll? The one she had?
Or was that Sophia?
No, that was a baby doll. Remember, she used to carry a little baby doll.
Oh yeah, that's a baby doll for sure.
Sophia!
Someone told us he was Aragorn level tracker.
It's pretty impressive. He's like, there was a scuffle. Remember? He crawled
He's a
here.
needle in a haystack kind of guy.
Yeah.
Oh, easy.
Uh-oh. Gonna scare the hell out that horse, ain't it?
Yeah.
That's what you look like when you see a snake.
Worse.
Oh. Yeah, that cracked a rib probably.
Crack the head.
Bitch! Oh!
Oh, that's an arrow in him. Oh, and it's in his rib.
Ah.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. They're gonna be like,
Do you think this is to make you forget about Carl? Remember? Because he's like the whole issue right now.
and Sophia too.
Yeah.
That hurts my insides.
He's like, this happens more than you think.
He is handling it like it's happened before. I would be like, I don't know what to do.
Wow, that's a Miley Cyrus song right there.
The climb.
Yeah.
Oof. Aw, no. Oh my god.
And the worst part is he has that creek water in it.
Yeah, Lord knows what's in that. Silverfish.
Brown water.
Ah. Ow, I'm like in pain thinking about that.
But I'll be honest, if you don't die from this arrow, this is straight filler. Come on, Daryl.
Pull through, Bubba.
Mind your own business, Glenn.
You're pregnant.
He can't tell anybody, okay?
You haven't told him yet?
It's complicated.
I really like her belt. Very 2000s.
Something wrong?
I just had a long talk with Shane.
Uh-oh.
He wants to call off the search.
She's like, thank God.
They would show us. They would show us that. They would have to, right?
What if it was Carl? Would you want us to keep looking?
If it was Carl, yes, I'd want to know one way or another.
Shane says my good intentions are making us weaker, that I can't make the hard decisions for the good of the group.
They're all hard decisions.
But maybe I'm holding on to a way of thinking that doesn't make sense anymore. He says it's math, basic survival, how much fuel, how much food, how much ammo, not much room in that equation for being soft. It's pretty simple when you start thinking of life like that.
Hey, none of us were prepared to be living life this way. You are making the best decisions you can with the information you have. I don't see soft in that.
Mr. Grimes, my dad wants to talk to you.
If he falls, he's done.
Because that arrow is just going to go harder, isn't it?
Gonna splinter off inside of him.
Oh, come on. You don't have. Stop being such a.
Oh my God!
One of my horses is missing. Did one of your people take it?
I was given the impression you knew about that.
I did not.
I'll have a word with Daryl.
And Jimmy, you took him out today. Did he also give you the impression of my consent?
No, he said it outright. I took the boy at his word.
Jimmy is 17. He's not my kin, but I am responsible for him. These things need to be cleared with me.
Sounds like we need to work on our communication. What do you suggest?
Keep it simple. I'll control my people. You control yours.
Yes, sir.
He's hell-bent on keeping them separated, ain't he?
Yeah, he probably doesn't want to get them too, like, friendly because he kind of wants them to go.
Yeah. And there's only so many resources, right?
Yeah.
And maybe if they just keep the numbers low, they can just sort of live in harmony. Too many people bring in the crowd.
This is a dream.
Yeah, this can't be real.
Yeah, he didn't track him out
that
here.
arrow out, dummy. You can bind your wound better. What's going on here? You taking a siesta or something?
A shitty day, bro.
Like me to get your pillow? Maybe rub your feet?
Screw you.
Where's his
You're the one
hand?
screwed from the looks of it. All them years I spent trying to make a man of you. This is what I get? Look at you. Lying in the dirt like a used rubber. You're gonna die out here, little brother. And for what?
I lost a little girl.
So you got a thing for little girls now?
Shut up.
Cause I noticed you ain't out looking for old Merle no more.
Tried like hell to find you, bro.
Like hell you did. You split, man. Lit out first chance you got.
You lit out. All you had to do was wait. We were back for you. Rick and I. We did right by you.
This the same Rick that cuffed me to the rooftop in the first place? Forced me to cut off my own hand. That's who we're talking about here. You his bitch now?
I ain't nobody's bitch.
You're a joke is what you are. Playing errand boy to a bunch of pansy asses. Democrats. You're nothing but a freak to them. Redneck trash. It's all y'all. Yeah, they're laughing at you behind your back. You know that, don't you?
So this is like his inner demon.
Yeah.
His brother, yeah.
One of these days,
Good old Merle.
they're gonna scrape you off their heels like you was dog shit. Hey, they ain't your kin, your blood. Hell, you had any damn nuts in that sack of yours. You go back there and shoot your pal Rick in the face for me. Now you listen to me. Ain't nobody ever gonna care about you except me, little brother.
Aww.
Come on, get up on your feet or I have to kick your teeth in.
Oh, you know it's a dream because he got both his hands.
That's why I said, where's his hands? Whoa, whoa!
Did he bite him?
Okay, okay.
Hopefully he just ate his shoe. Oh no, oh no.
Oh, he pulled it out. Oh.
Let's go, buddy. Oh, we only have like a half arrow?
That was a full arrow.
But did he bite him?
No, he's got those steel-toe boots on. That man's got his Wolverines on. That man brought his Justins out. He's like, yep, these boots saved me 3 times already.
Oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't bleed out now, because that was crazy.
Son of a bitch was right.
He said, this squirrel's for me.
Thought you couldn't eat squirrel in the summertime.
That's some country shiz right there. They play the music and everything.
Please, don't feed the birds.
It's probably another zombie. I mean, geek.
Oh, what's the matter, Darlena? That all you got in you? Go where that person climbed.
I did better when he was missing.
Now, come on, don't be like that. I'm on your side.
Yeah. Since when?
Hell, since the day you were born, baby brother. Somebody had to look after your worthless ass.
He never took care of me. Talked a big game, but he was never there. How you ain't here now? Some things never change.
Well, I tell you what, I'm as real as your Chupacabra.
I know what I saw.
And I'm sure them shrooms you ate had nothing to do with it, right?
You best shut the hell up.
Or what? You gonna come up here and shut my mouth for me? Well, come on and do it then. You think you're man enough? Hey, kick off them damn high heels and climb, son.
But I guess in a sense, his brother's saving his life because when he needs him the
He's
most.
pulling him through.
Yeah.
I just don't think you're gonna make it to the top. Come on, little brother. Grab your friend Rick's hand.
He got him some ears and he climbed up the mountain.
Ford tough.
Like my dad's hat that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you better run.
I never thought I'd be so happy to see a potato peeler.
I'm just glad I'm not roasting squirrels over a fire of wood.
What's this?
Lori and Carol are cooking dinner for us all tonight.
That's the first I've heard of.
Well, I didn't think it was that big a deal. They want to thank us for helping them.
We need to be setting clear boundaries with these people. They're getting a little too comfortable.
It's just dinner.
What's going on with you and the Asian boy?
Glenn, he's a friend.
I'd rather he wasn't. Bad enough I have to chase Beth and Jimmy around.
Well, you don't have to chase me around. I'm not 16.
I know you're not. That's why I'm counting on you to be the mature one. You know how I feel. Please don't make things harder than they need to be.
I'm a little old for us to be having this conversation.
Don't get close to them. They're not going to be around forever.
Aw.
What's with the Annie Oakley routine?
I don't want to wash clothes anymore, Dale. I want to help keep the camp safe. Is that all right with you?
Feels like she's on a safari hunt. She's like, oi.
Yeah, she does kind of look like that. Like she'd be wrestling an alligator or something.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Shooting gazelles.
Just returning your book.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I'd known the world was ending. I'd have brought better books.
Dale?
You think Andrea's on her period? I'm only asking because it's like all the women are acting really weird. I read somewhere that when women spend a lot of time together, their cycles line up and they all get super crazy hormonal at the same time.
I'm going to advise you to keep that theory to yourself.
Yeah.
Who else is acting weird?
Ooh.
Maggie. She started off being mean to me. Then she wanted to have sex with me. And now she's being mean to me again. And I don't even want to know what's going on with Lori.
What's going on with Lori?
Shut up, Glenn.
Nothing. I don't know.
Let's take this back a step. How do you know that Maggie wanted to have sex with you?
She did.
Oh, son, you didn't. Did it ever occur to you how her father might feel about this?
She's 22.
And he is our host.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Well, see that it stays that way.
You can tell he's from the city.
Yeah.
Jesus, Glenn, what were you thinking?
I was thinking that I might be dead tomorrow. Thanks for that book. You're right. It sucks.
Walker! Walker!
Oh my gosh.
That ain't no walker.
He's just walking like a walker.
Just the one?
He just needs a walker. Bro, will be all bright on his
I bet I
face.
can nail it from here.
No.
No, Andrea, put the gun down. You best let us handle this. Shane, hold up. Herschel wants to deal with walkers. What for, man? We got it covered.
Oh my gosh, please don't do it. What if she
She's
shoots him in
so
the leg?
annoying.
What if she shoots him in the leg or something?
I guess she's just getting their back up, but Jesus.
Imagine all that struggle to get shot by her.
Andrea, don't.
Lay
Back
down.
off, Dale.
Lay down.
Is that Daryl?
Third time you pointed that thing at my head. You gonna pull the trigger or what?
And he had to eat a raw squirrel.
No!
Dude, she's so like, I hate to say it, audience, but that girl gets on my damn nerves a lot more than you guys
Why
know.
did she have to do that?
Because she's ridiculously like dumb. I don't know.
She's on her period.
What's going on out here?
Oh, they trumped his ass. Dang, they trumped him.
That was almost his head.
He's like, if you look at the chart.
Oh my God. Oh my God, is he dead?
Unconscious. He just grazed him.
But look at him. What the hell happened? Look, he's wearing ears.
Let's keep that
He's
to
like,
ourselves.
let's hide that from Herschel.
Guys, isn't this Sophia's?
I found her washed up on a creek bed right there. She must have dropped it crossing her somewhere.
Cuts the grid almost in half.
Yeah, you're welcome.
How's he looking?
I had no idea we'd be going through the antibiotics so quickly. Any idea what happened to my horse?
Yeah, one almost killed me. Smart, it left the country.
We call that a Nelly, as in nervous Nelly. I could have told you she'd throw you if you bothered to ask. It's a wonder you people have survived this long.
Yeah, tell him. Teach Rick a little something.
He'll be all right.
I hate to say it, but I'm with Herschel on this one. We can't keep going out there, not after this.
You'd quit now? Daryl just risked his life to bring back the first hard evidence we've had.
That is one way to look at it. The way I see it, Daryl almost died today for a doll.
Yeah, I know how you see it.
I'm not out to be a hard case, just being realistic. You just gotta start making the tough calls. You know I'm right.
I may not agree with all of his choices, but I respect him. When I do yours and mine, and your way isn't harder. It's the easiest thing in the world to cut our losses and to not help. You keep telling yourself you're making the tough calls. You're really just trying to
All I
justify.
care about now in this world is you and Carl. So I apologize if I appear to be insensitive to the needs of others. But you see, I'll do whatever it takes to keep the two of you safe.
Even abandoning a lost child, really? My son and I are not your problem anymore, or your excuse.
I mean, that comes off a little like obsessive, right?
Yeah.
When Rick's back, man, you're relieved of your duty.
How's he doing?
He'll be fine. What about you?
I shot Daryl.
You did.
From a very far distance, believe it or not.
Don't be too hard on yourself. We've all wanted to shoot Daryl.
Dang. Poor Daryl. He had no idea he said that.
Dinner's ready. You coming? You need anything?
I'll be right there.
I feel like at this point, Carol's supposed to be one of our favorite characters, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, there's the kids' table. Oh, oopsies. I still sit there sometimes. Thanks, Grandma.
Does anybody know how to play guitar? Dale found a cool one. Somebody's got to know how to play.
I just did.
Yes, and he was very good, too.
Tonight, where?
Why is it so awkward? Because they can hear that him writing something.
How you feeling?
That's cause I look.
Brought you some dinner. You must be starving.
Aww.
I got stitches.
You need to know something. You did more for my little girl today than her own daddy ever did in his whole life.
Do anything Rick or Shane wouldn't have done.
I know. You're every bit as good as them.
Aw.
Every bit.
Dang, Carol. You talking like that? That man's gonna take you back there and screw you. Ain't he?
Yeah.
Oh, she looked concerned about that.
I know. She was like,
They got that thing locked up.
yeah, but Herschel don't like when they be roaming around his property. He's excited.
Right, she's running, ain't she?
Uh-oh.
Oh! Do you think that's their family?
Maybe. Like, you know how he lost
They
it?
look like farmers, don't they?
Yeah.
You were supposed to see this.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. That old man's got some secrets.
Well, that makes
Jeez.
sense why he's so standoffish. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All right, guys, this is episode 6, Secrets. Looks like your boy's up and moving now.
Yeah, he's dressed like Rick.
No, it's not. You're a housewife.
Yeah, punk. You see my house around here?
Or is this before?
No, because the lady, the farm lady was here.
Oh, yeah, there she is.
I don't have a mother.
Well, she might be somewhere else.
Maybe she got eaten. Everything's food for something else.
Dang, you got dark after you got shot, brother.
It's a creepy shot.
No, I don't want to watch. Oh my gosh, is she gonna go feed those zombs with that?
Okay, so they're feeding them.
There's nervous Nelly.
Yeah, no wonder she's nervous. She might be on the menu.
Yeah, y'all don't want to feed living people, but y'all want to feed them things. Well, if it's their family.
Ain't family no more.
Yeah, that's my aunt. Poor chickens. She didn't look happy to do that, though. I'm like, Hirsch, that job's on you, brother. I'm not doing that.
Could you be more obvious? Here, enjoy.
Trying to buy my silence with fruit?
Of course not. There's also jerky.
Will you please tell me why your dad has a secret barn full of walkers? He's creepy. You know that, right?
Man, I say you burn that barn down.
But I suck at lying. I can't even play poker. It's too much like lying.
You have to keep this to yourself. You have to, please.
Dale, here's some peaches for you.
Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
What's up? Nothing? Nothing's up. Why?
Hey, this is not that great, but
I want no pictures.
I'm so sorry. I feel like shit.
Yeah, you and me both.
I don't expect you to forgive me, but if there's anything I can do...
You're trying to protect the crew. We're good.
I was really understanding.
But hey, shoot me again, best pray I'm dead.
Yeah, I'd be over her. Like, she's got issues.
What did Rick say? You didn't tell him, but you have to. You're pregnant. You need vitamins, medicine, a nice pillow.
That's right.
Yeah, the body pillow.
You can have my share.
Honey, I don't want your food, okay? Eat.
You need to eat. You're too skinny. If you're not gonna let Rick take care of you, then someone has to. Lori, you have a medical condition. I'll make another run into town. Just tell me what you need.
I need you to be quiet about this, all right? Please.
Hey, Peach Man.
Creek flows south.
I feel like he does more for them than Shane does.
Maybe Sophia dropped the doll there.
He was gonna go get her some prenatals, I think.
So what you think? She took this road here, then she went north.
What's up that way?
Housing development, and it went in maybe 10 years ago.
We'll take a run up there after gun practice. I'll hold down the fort here, but take backup. After what went down with Daryl, I don't want anyone going out alone. We stay in pairs.
I'll take suggestions on a partner.
See how they do on the range, then take your picks.
He's like becoming so obvious, though. Lori thinks it's about that, though.
Yeah.
Binoculars.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Okay, bye.
We'd like
Include
to join
Glenn
you
more.
for gun training
Y'all could
today.
use them.
Herschel's been very clear. I can't involve any of you in what we do without his okay.
He doesn't like it, but he consented.
Otis was the only one who knew guns. Now that he's gone, we gotta learn to protect ourselves. Her father saw the sense in that.
No offense, but I'll ask Herschel myself.
It's there, man. What's going on?
Oh, he has the sheriff hat on.
I want to learn to shoot too. Can you teach me?
Man, it's up to your parents.
Can you talk to them? They'll listen to you.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Hey, let me see what you got there.
Do they know that?
How the hell did this happen?
Well, it's my fault. I let him into the RV. He said he wanted a walkie. Did you send him for one?
So on top of everything else, he lied.
Ooh.
What's he thinking?
He wants to learn how to shoot. He asked me to teach him. Now, it's none of my business, but I'm happy to do it. It's your call.
Well, I'm not comfortable with it.
Why can't his dad teach him?
Right.
Oh, don't make me out to be the unreasonable one here, Rick.
I know I have my concerns too, but
There's no but. He was just shot. He's just back on his feet, and he wants a gun?
better than him being afraid of him. There are guns in camp for a reason. He should learn to handle them safely.
I don't want my kid walking around with a gun.
How can you defend that? You can't let him go around without protection.
He's as safe as he'll ever be right here. Look, everything you're saying makes perfect sense. It feels wrong. I didn't feel good about him following you out into the woods, and I wish I'd said something. I should have gone with my gut.
He's growing up. Thank God. We gotta start treating him more like an adult.
Then he needs to act like one. He's not mature enough to handle a gun.
I'm not going to play with him, Mom. It's not a toy. I'm sorry I disappointed you, but I want to look for Sophia. I want to defend our camp. I can't do that without a gun.
Shane's the best instructor I know. I've seen him teach kids younger than Carl.
That's a scary thought.
Nah, this is the part where I agree with Rick, and then everyone in the comments telling me that I'm wrong for
We'll
it.
behave responsibly, and if I hear from anyone in
Well,
this
in
camp,
this world,
we're
you
not
got
living
to,
up
right?
our expectations.
He won't let you down.
The more gunmen, the better, I guess. I don't know. But you should teach him how to swing a bat.
Baby, he ain't got enough torque to swing a bat and hit a zombie. You're gonna get him killed.
Okay, Dad.
Man.
The gun's a great equalizer.
You come? I gotta help Dale clean the spark plugs on the RV. Say he's gonna teach me mechanics. I should probably go look for him.
You found me. He's a good learner.
I'm trying to keep the boy safe. You want to give him a bat. Gonna get that man bit.
Well, when I was his age, I would have swung the bat and been okay, probably.
Yeah, that would have said boink. And Tom goes, "Rah."
Spark plugs, huh? Want to tell me what's going on?
You're old. You know things. So what if somebody told you something that somebody else should know?
Glenn, stop being dramatic. Spit it out.
Just shut up, Glenn.
I think it's about the
walkers in
zombies.
the barn in Lori's
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, come on, man. Don't give me that gangster shit.
Trying to shot in front of T-Dog.
He was like, come on, man.
Don't be discouraged. You hit the target eventually.
Who says I didn't hit my target?
Oh, he's a sharpshooter, eh?
Try this one. It's heavy, you got better balance, twice around.
Isn't that gonna summon some walkers, though, all these gunshots?
I don't know, dude. It seems like it, right?
Say she got the hang of it.
I'd say she's ready for the advanced class. Might be worth your while after the rest of us head back to camp.
Sure, why not?
How's it feeling?
I like the wait. So you decided not to leave us. Something change your mind?
Got it.
That's a great shot.
Nervous Nellie. She find her way home?
Found her in her stall this morning.
I love your fields. Took a
Uh-oh.
long walk this morning. I ended up by the barn. I heard the moans.
That's unfortunate.
I'm sure you have your reasons for keeping this a secret.
I
if
saw
he
the
shoots him?
broadcast before they stopped. Saw the irrational fear, the atrocities, like the incident at my well.
We put down a walker.
And killed a person.
Oh, he's still on
Well,
that.
if you watched the same broadcasts I did, you saw walkers attack, kill. They're dangerous.
Paranoid schizophrenic is dangerous, too. We don't shoot sick people.
With all due respect, you are cut off from the outside world here. I've seen people that I cared about die and come back, and they're not people.
My wife and stepson are in that barn. They're people.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Do you think he's hoping there'll be a cure one day or
Or
something?
something, yeah. He's probably like
Let me help.
really hoping for that.
I'll speak to Rick. He's a good man. We can make the barn more secure, keep everybody safe.
The barn is secure. Keep this to yourself if you want to help. Rick's a man of conscience, but are you so sure about everyone in your group?
Yeah, he's talking about Shane, ain't he?
That's crazy that he's keeping, because he has a lot in there. He's about 12.
He's got a baker's dozen.
I take it your boy did well.
Not bad, actually.
Be grateful you don't have a daughter. If only things were as simple as wanting to shoot.
Well, Carl's getting that chance thanks to you, and I'm eternally grateful for what you did in your hospitality, and we'll earn our keep.
I appreciate that, but with Carl getting better, I imagine you'll be moving on soon.
Oh.
Fort Benning, I hear.
She was like hopeful, wasn't she?
Still a virgin.
The target's too small.
Come on, that's crap. Half hour ago, I saw you nail a bullseye at 25 feet.
It wasn't moving.
You think a walker's gonna hold still for you? Focus and reload. Go again. Oh,
Can't be that
piss you
hard.
off. Come on, girl. You got walkers all around you. They're in the woods. They're in the RV. You gotta need more than a damn screwdriver. You know?
Stop badgering me.
No, you're too damn emotional. You need to shut it down. Take all that guilt, take that fear, that being pissed off, take it out.
Right, because you're so calm.
See that? See, I can be pissed off. I could be whistling Dixie, and I always hit the target. But you, God, you shoot like a damn girl. And you stand here, you point your weapon. Point like you point
Somebody
straight.
shoot
Do
you.
not think about it. I'm talking about muscle memory, girl. Muscle memory. Now go on, shoot that son of a bitch. He's coming for it. He's 10 feet away. He's 9 feet. He's 5 feet away right there. That's the walker that got Amy. Now you shoot that son of a bitch. Shoot him.
Is that the advanced class?
It's like an Oklahoma drill. She was like an Oklahoma girl.
She looks like an Australian girl.
Oh, Shane's moody today, yeah?
Herschel expects us to leave. Does anybody else know?
Not yet.
What do you think? He's gonna let them freeload off them forever?
Yeah, what if 12 more people show up?
When? How long have you known?
And then she's gonna reproduce?
About this.
How do you expect me not to worry? We have shelter here, and food and water and medical care.
I've been talking with Herschel. It's not carved in stone.
He thinks it is. We have to fix this. People are settling in here. They'll be devastated.
I know. I'm working on it.
Well, maybe I can talk to him too and plead our case.
No, things are uneasy. The best thing right now is to give Herschel some space. Don't look at me like that.
Like what?
Like you're scared. Like you don't trust me. I can take it from everyone else, but not from you.
I don't understand how you could keep something like this from me. Carl's barely on his feet, and Sophia's missing. Daryl and T-Dog are hurt. How can
It's not what I want either, but if we have to go, I'll do whatever it takes to make sure you and Carl are okay. We will get by. We will.
Do you think they're gonna try to kill Herschel and take the farm? Like Shane's gonna lead like a rebellion or something? 'Cause that's where I see it going.
If they say that Herschel doesn't want him to stay.
Like if Lori's pregnant and he finds out, he's like, man, you gotta let us stay. And he's like, no, and then he pushes him and kills him or something.
Come on, let me give you a lift.
My feet work just fine.
Hey, look, I'm just trying to get you rattled. Give you an idea of what it's like when the shit starts to fly.
Is that an apology?
I crossed the line when I brought Amy into it. Yes, it's an apology.
You're a real dick sometimes.
Yeah, I acknowledge that. I tell you what, I got a lead on Sophia. We'll go check it out. She come with me. Be my backup.
Oh, she can't smell that.
Making her nauseous.
My wife was pregnant once. She miscarried, and we didn't try again after that.
I'm so sorry.
The thing that I remember most is how nauseated she became at the smell of cooking meat.
Me too.
She was a meat-eating gal, my wife. But with the pregnancy, that Thanksgiving, the turkey, she couldn't be in the house for 2 days until it was aired out. Poor thing.
I'm told.
What did you expect? The boy has no guile.
I haven't told Rick.
Because of Shane?
Was it that obvious?
No. I don't think anyone knew. I didn't. Not for sure.
Look, I thought my husband was dead. And I felt like I died with him, and I wanted to feel something, anything. And now I hate myself for it.
And the baby?
It's Rick's. None of the rest of it matters.
What's your concern?
Memories are what keep me going now. Memories of what life used to be. I got a deep well to draw on. I still remember joy. But I think Carl's well is already running dry. And this baby won't have any good memories at all. Only fear and pain.
It's crazy, right?
Think like that. We can still find joy, and we can still take strength from each other.
Do you really think this baby has a chance that it could grow up and live a happy life? Look me in the eye and tell me that my baby grow up to be your age and die happy. Tell me you believe that.
Aww.
I feel like every time he steps in to like help a woman's emotional problems, he just makes it worse.
Yeah, they like give him an attitude and run off.
Why is he so into like women's problems though?
And because he can't like shoot guns and stuff, he's not out there with them.
And it was daylight.
It's okay. I never should have put you in that position. I've been thinking about what you said about needing help. And you're right that I do.
Name it. Yeah.
If you're still willing to make a run into town for me.
I'm your man.
Thank you.
It's okay, it's not a big deal, really. You didn't have to come. Hate me from a distance. Please, say something. Maggie,
I asked for your trust and you betrayed it. Now my dad's pissed at me. Your turn.
So, your dad thinks they're sick. You agree with that? Even after what you saw at the well?
I'm not sure what I saw at the well.
Yes, you are.
Didn't she fight one
if you had seen
with a bat
you
at one
would
point?
not have a barn full of walkers.
Yes.
I wish you'd stop calling them that.
What do you call?
Mom. Sean, Mr. and Mrs. Fisher, Lacey, Duncan.
What does she want now?
Can't say.
So one of them asked you to keep your mouth shut.
Crawl out of my butt. Help me look, please.
You've got to be kidding me.
You know, in a way, that would make life really simple though.
Mhm.
Like if something like that happened.
You have no choice to make it simple.
Yeah.
There's some good stuff in there though. Some cotton swabs, some lighters.
Come on, Glenn, this is your moment.
Get it back. Oh, we got the show.
Hell yeah. Glenn's rolling back prices.
I hope she gets bit or scratched.
Did I get you? Did it bite you?
Glenn's about to have 10 condoms left.
And that's probably so tough for her to see because, you know, she was just naming them.
But yeah, I'm mad about Uncle Hank.
Aww.
Basically, like, they can be people until they're grabbing her, and then they're just geeks again. You gotta smash their heads in.
Isn't this scary? They're just like in a little neighborhood. Look at the basketball goal. That could be our neighborhood.
Gonna have to go house to house. Start at the far end, we work our way back.
If Sophia got this far, she has a real shot, don't you think?
We got your stuff.
Maggie, hang on, please.
Dang.
Come on in here.
Why? Nothing to hide. We got your special delivery right here. We got your lotion, That's your conditioner. Your soap opera digest. Next time you want something, get us your damn self. We're not your errand boys.
Hun,
And here's your abortion pills.
Oh.
So Maggie's mad because she almost got bit on her behalf.
That was not cool.
Which part? The part where that bitch almost got us killed?
I should have gone alone. If you want to blame anybody, blame me.
Right. Take the blame. You know, for a smart guy, you're really stupid.
Okay, I'm confused because I think you just paid me a compliment, but you made it sound.
What in the hell?
She's so confusing.
I've already lost 3 of the people that I care about most in this world.
Maggie.
Shut up. You're smart. You're brave. You're a leader. But you don't know it, and your friends don't want to know it. They'd rather have you fetching peaches. There's a dead guy in the well. Send Glenn down. You're walker bait. I can't take you becoming one of them.
Aw.
Stand up for yourself, Glenn.
Sophia, anyone?
Y'all just had to bust out the door. You think she's in
I
there?
know. Shane's just trying to show off.
Sophia? They walled off the hallway?
Trying to make you stay in here.
Why would y'all go in the hole? Hey, they did pretty good for a minute, though. Court?
She was never here, was she? I don't know how to tell Carol this was another dead end.
Come on, let's move.
Oh, no. Don't come up in their hood.
I'll clear the car.
Yeah, they must have heard Shane kicking the door down or something.
Come on, girl. That one's barely moving.
Focus now. Clear the jam. Focus.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, I got your back. Now go.
This whole thing's just a training course, though. She just don't realize
This
it.
is the remember they said advanced class?
Yeah.
This is the advanced class for real.
Let's go. Come on. Andrew, come on.
Oh, she's low-key having fun.
The blood on Maggie's shirt.
She was attacked.
Are you guys all right? How bad was it?
Pretty close.
I'm so sorry. I should never have asked you to go.
I offered.
I thought town was safe if you hadn't come back.
But we did. I always do.
Oh.
Until he doesn't one day.
I know, that's why I was like, oh, because that's like famous last words, you know?
Will they even work?
I don't know. I don't know if I want him to.
Then, got these 2, just in case.
What, prenatals?
Prenatal vitamins. That's a hell of a choice.
Glad it's not mine. Lori, we're friends, aren't we?
With everything we've been through, yeah.
I can't tell you what to do. I could never tell you something like that. But your choice. Maybe you shouldn't make it alone.
So she's not worried at all at Shane's.
Yeah, I'm sure she is worried
Well,
about
she
it.
told Dale she wasn't.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to be like, I don't know, Dale. Hell, let's just have a conversation about it. You don't even want to entertain that. Andrea's had an eventful couple days.
Get over here.
No.
Man, she's about to spit him up. Oh, never mind. She swallowed him.
No.
I feel like she just added a whole nother layer of stress
That's
to her
dangerous
pregnancy.
now, yeah.
Now she's going to have to wonder if they worked or not.
And you can't go to a doctor to ask.
Right.
Well, I guess you go to Herschel. Look, maybe they can be an item now. We don't have to worry about anything.
Maybe I hate to tell you, but she's not really an item type. She's more of just like a one-time
I'm so
type.
sorry. We'll cover more ground tomorrow.
I get the feeling.
What happened out there?
Place was overrun.
Yeah. Let's go get you cleaned up.
Shane, I was thinking, you got that nice new ride of yours. Plenty of fuel. More than enough for you to get far from here.
What'd you tell me to leave?
I know you've been planning to. Maybe now is a good time.
Is this about Andrea?
I'm looking out for the group.
You think the group be better off without me? Dale, did you tell that to Rick or Lori? That boy would be dead if I hadn't put my ass on the line.
And notices. Now, you've been vague about that night, about what happened.
Oh, just out a hero.
So you've said.
A little boy lived because of what went down that night. I think you ought to show some gratitude.
I wasn't there.
No, man, you weren't.
But I was the time that you raised your gun on Rick. You had him in your sights, and you held him there.
You did do that.
Caught.
Can't
I
deny
know
it.
what kind of man you are.
You think I'd shoot Rick? That is my best friend. That's a man that I love. I love him like he's my brother. You think that's the kind of man I am?
That's right.
Well, maybe we ought to just think that through. Say I'm the kind of man gun down his own best friend. What you think I'd do to some guy that I don't even like when he starts throwing accusations my way? What you think?
Uh-oh. He just doesn't want him knocking up everyone at camp. Like, geez. You should have just talked to him because this is gonna be so much worse.
Do you think this is the moment?
I don't think about that. I think he's just gonna be like, what was up with those?
Is this something you need to tell me?
We can't leave. I'm pregnant.
Are you?
I threw him up. You can yell if you want. You can scream if you have to, but talk to me.
How long have you known?
Doesn't matter.
Days? Weeks? And you didn't tell me?
I'm telling you now.
No, I found these. So Glenn knows, right? Instead of coming to me, you send him to get pills?
You just tell me we have no roof and no walls.
Do not put this on me! You tear into me for keeping secrets when you're holding on to this!
You want me to bring a baby into this? To live a short, cruel life?
How can you think like that?
We can't protect the son we already have.
So this is the solution.
I threw them up. I screwed up. I don't know how we do this.
We can make it work. How? We'll figure it out. Shouldn't we try to figure it out? You threw up the pills. You want this baby. I know you do.
Not like this. Not giving birth in a ditch. Not when its life will hang by a thread from the second it's born. Now, in every cry, we'll put it and Carl and everyone we care about into danger. That's not right.
Not even giving it a chance isn't right either.
Maybe this is why I didn't want to tell you.
I still don't understand why. You really think I'd make you have a baby you don't want?
No, so that if I went through with it, it would be on my conscience and not yours.
Maybe that's true, but I can't live like this anymore. Lori, we can't live like this. Is there anything else I should know about?
Come on, Lori.
Shane and I.
Oh.
I know. Of course I know.
He knows.
You thought I was dead. World went to shit and you thought I was dead, right?
Yeah.
So he knew?
I don't think that he knew. I just think that... Hang on. All right, guys. So, no, I don't think that he knew. I just think that when she told him that, it was like, well, obviously. Like, well, duh.
Like he put everything together at that moment.
At that point,
oh,
he's...
okay.
And plus, he knows Shane. Like, he knows
they
Shane's
just had
dog,
that talk
so,
before.
right,
yeah. So that kind of... Yeah.
That still sucks to hear, though, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be one thing if she was like Glenn and I. I'd be like, oh, you and Glenn? That sucks. But hey, I guess you're lonely, right? But that's his whole partner.
And he literally, at the beginning, called him a dog, kind of. Like, so that just kind of shows that Lori was a suspect of the dog.
Yeah, exactly. I don't really know, man. I'm not gonna say too much about Shane because I know so many people out there are probably gonna cry about it. But the truth is, I just think at the end of the day, he's sleazy.
Yeah.
I just think there's no excuse.
I think I'm starting to realize that's the point of his character. Like when Andrea made that move on him, he's like, "Well, come on."
Well, I didn't like him from the beginning.
Yeah.
I didn't want to seem like I was just hating or something. But that's what I'm saying. It doesn't matter if the world ends and there's 10 females left on the planet. You just don't do that to your best friend's wife. There's one person on the planet that you can actually say is your best friend. Because if you have more than one best friend, it sort of defeats the purpose of a best friend.
Yeah.
So there's just one person on the planet that person is just completely off limits. So maybe like your best friend or like maybe like your brother or something like that. But come on, Shane. That's just such a low thing to do. But
I do think, though, he did have a responsibility to protect Lori and Carl, just not in that way.
Well, it'd be one thing if he was like protecting them and then he would just move on and live a normal life. But he's obsessive.
Yeah, he said that's the only two things on this earth that keep him going. So that
that's
there,
crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, we just met like a whole new girl on a farm. Glenn fell in love with her real quick.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that Shane's her type or anything, but I'm just saying there's obviously other people out there.
Yeah.
So this whole idea that, well, they're the only people left. I don't know.
I think he kind of wants Rick's life in a way. Because remember at the beginning, that conversation in the car, you could kind of tell that he was a little jealous because all the girls he's with get on his nerves, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I do get a little bit of that. Definitely that he's like, wants to walk in his shoes. He thinks that Rick just basically has the world and he's complaining about it. You know? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what makes him so sleazy is because Rick's sitting there like spilling his guts about his relationship, which isn't really something. It's not really something that people like to do. Like I don't like to talk about my problems. I like to project strength. Like, oh, we're doing great because I got it together. I'm a rational person. I know how to handle a woman. But in reality, we all have our issues. But anyways, man, I just think that at the end of the day, Lori has a really, really a legit hard choice to make. Yeah. The way I see it, if Jesus can be born in a manger, a baby can be born in a barn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So maybe she should have the baby, because if humans are going to win, if life is going to continue to go on, unfortunately, we need women to have babies.
Yeah. And I mean, even though it sucks, like, because, and I hate to keep bringing up The Last of Us, but, you know, The Last of Us has like a Gen 2 in it, which is like Ellie and stuff.
Yeah.
And, you know, they're just like so different.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know like movie theaters exist and things like that.
They just adapt.
Yeah.
They
so you just
Yeah.
adapt.
Yeah,
And
you just
that's what they're going to have to do in order to
Right.
keep humanity alive. Like,
if you think about how different life is today compared to like the 20s,
Yeah.
you know, if you told somebody from the 20s what life was going to be like today, they'll think it was a dystopian nightmare and they
Yeah.
would be scared to bring kids into this modern world. But, you know, you adapt for sure. Becomes a new normal. 100%.
yeah. And that's just what they have to do. And I mean, even in, well, I'm not going to spoil it. So never mind. Let me just stop. But, you know, I'm sure like the kids, they might not know everything we know, like cars, you know, they might not be able to have a car when they're that age, but
Well, they'll know cars. They'll know a lot about cars. They'll probably know more about cars than we do.
they'll know, yeah, a lot of
'Cause
survival.
eventually they're going to be setting all these cars up and getting them working again.
Yeah.
And that's the next step.
Yeah,
And they have an infrastructure
They're going to know
still.
a lot of stuff like that we don't know, but they're not going to know like, you know, kind of leisure things like movies and
Yeah, for
like going out to eat. They're not going to understand things like that, which is like sad, but you just have to get over it.
I don't know. I think that, you know, once you're born into that world and you live that life and then you give this idea of this life, I feel like this life would seem like a far off reality that you kind of don't want nothing to do with, you know. I don't know. But so far in this one, Shane wants to move on. Basically, he wants to move on and leave the little girl out in the woods because in his mind, we're wasting time. We're wasting resources. Daryl almost died trying to get the girl out the woods, man. He fell down a cliff, stabbed himself, apparently, which sucks because I've climbed up and down a lot of cliffs. Maybe not with a crossbow.
Yeah, that looked painful, but
Yeah.
it was, I think what that did was kind of make Daryl, it kind of made us think, is he going to be a self person, a self preserver or whatever, or is he going to go with the group? And we're always going to be stuck with that dilemma with him.
Nah, I like that thing that Carol said. You treat yourself like you're trash, but deep down you're just as good as these people and you're just as useful.
Yeah, and I think Carol's going to be the point where he's not Merle.
I really want Daryl to keep that chip though. You know, Daryl has that chip on his shoulder, right?
Yeah.
So I like that about his character. But at the same time, say, hey, Daryl, how you doing? Say, hey,
Hey,
Daryl,
Daryl, how you doing?
Nothing. Like that's just how he talks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I hope he doesn't lose that because I like
it's
that.
funny, yeah.
But at the same time, I hope he becomes more like calms down a little bit. Like you don't have to be so defensive. These people care about you.
Right. And I think with Merle saying that and then Carol giving him that little kiss, it showed him that maybe they do actually care about him.
Mm-hmm.
He put his life on the line for Sophia, which was like, he doesn't have anything to do with Sophia. So that was, I don't know, just like, there's a lot of character progressions and digressions in the show, and that's what I kind of like about it.
And I also kind of like it because from Carol's perspective, like he's actually out here trying to look for her while there's basically becoming a rift in camp. Do we stay or do we go?
Yeah.
And so from her perspective, why not build him up? Like give him a voice because he wants to stay and look for her.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's using them. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying like I just like seeing them together. I guess you know it's good that he has his own issues too. You know, so you can sort of see why they would be together because Ed, well, his name was Ed, right?
Yeah.
So Ed wasn't that great. So it's not like Carol's gonna go from like Ed to like Rick or nothing, right?
Right.
But Daryl's like kind of rough around the edges, but a really good guy. But you wouldn't really know it. So I think that's a really good transition for her. Definitely in a positive direction.
Like of all the relationships in the show, I'm definitely voting for that one the most. I kind of hope that happens.
You're rooting for it? You also say voting. You're pushing for it?
Yes.
Yeah. You're shipping it?
Yes, I'm shipping it. And kind of Glenn and Maggie too.
I'm emailing it. That's the one I'm emailing.
Do you like Glenn and Maggie too?
They're all right. You know what? They're just...
I think Maggie's good for Glenn. Because Maggie's telling Glenn, like, listen, you are a guy on the back burner, but you're not.
I do like their relationship, but something that I don't like personally, this is just my personal thing. I don't like in TV shows when the girl's all confident and the guy's all shy. Because to me, that's a red flag.
But,
if a girl's more confident than me, that means
I think
that's
the point
a red
of
flag
it
to me,
is
boys.
so Glenn's not so shy.
Girls shouldn't be that comfortable. Like if I don't make if I met you and I didn't make you feel nervous and a little shy, then that's a red flag to me, boys. It's just too comfortable. Like y'all know what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. They're cute, but at the same time, I feel like Glenn needs to. You ain't about to be sitting there making no 1 minute jokes at me. That's for dang sure.
Well, I couldn't.
So like that's the only thing about it. Like I want Glenn to sort of step it up a little bit.
I think that's what he's gonna do with Maggie. That's why I like that about him. He's gonna kind of find his place.
I get it because I'm corny too, but he's nervous. He's just a young kid. How old is he supposed to be?
I think they're about the same age, like 22 or something.
Yeah, so they're young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the biggest dilemma in these shows right now is can they settle down or do they have to move on? And Herschel's pretty much saying like straight up, you guys have to move on. I'm not even getting attached to y'all, because if y'all find out what's in my barn, y'all are gonna not be okay and make me make decisions I don't want to make, because that's my family.
I really think, and this is a crazy prediction, and it's probably not true, I really think Shane's gonna start some type of idea that we should. I feel like the old man's gonna basically say, like, look, your time's up, y'all gotta go. Shane's gonna be like, where the hell you want us to go? You let us stay here, you let us stay here now. That's what he's gonna say, right? And then she's gonna be like, I'm pregnant. And Shane's gonna think, oh my God, it's mine. And then he's gonna be sitting there
like
basically arguing that it's his baby. He's like, where's my baby? And Rick's gonna be like, no, Shane, it's my baby. And they're gonna be arguing over whose baby it is. I guess we'll find out in
9 months, brother.
And then Shane's gonna go on this whole tangent about how dare you kick a pregnant lady out? You ain't kicking my baby out. You ain't kicking my baby out. And then next thing you know, he pushes him, and then his head hits a nail that was sticking out due to bad craftsmanship. And then I think that Shane's gonna kill the old man. It's gonna cause a divide in the camp, basically. And I think something's gonna give.
My prediction is really those walkers are gonna get to that old man at some point.
You think that they're gonna break out?
I think they're either gonna break out or Herschel's gonna somehow get eaten by them. Not really sure how it gets there.
Somebody's gonna go drop some chickens over, and the railing's gonna break.
Maybe.
And then they're gonna be like, "Don't you see? If that was your family, they wouldn't have ate your daughter."
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Or something like that's gonna happen. It sucks it has to go that way, but you can obviously tell they're not gonna be here for 11 seasons.
Which you could understand, like, you know, if your neighbor turned into a zombie, or if your kid turned into a zombie, and you trapped them in the basement, and they were down there walking around for a month, you wouldn't just stop thinking of them as your kid,
right?
You know what I mean? Like, you just wouldn't.
Well, that's
if you didn't know them,
you can see it from their point of view too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
And the reason why, like, Maggie was able to see that they are gonna kill you, period.
Right.
And the other people just haven't got a glimpse of that yet. Otis did, for sure, but he's not here to tell the story. So,
well, the idea that, and I know that there are certain medical things that could explain, you know, like how something like a zombie outbreak could happen. Not really necessarily with humans per se, but with like maybe like plants or fungus or something like that. But if you're sitting there and everyday natural life is humans, you know, they're born, they live, they die, right?
Yeah.
There's really not much of it in between. And then all of a sudden they turn into these things, which are basically operating, they're functional. They're not even really having to eat. They're staying alive for months on end, and they're breaking all the known rules that we understand about biology. And not only that, but they're alive, and like they're alive, but yet they're not even alive. You would just think to yourself, like, well, if that's possible, then maybe a cure is possible.
Yeah.
And if you're someone who wants to, maybe in his mind, it's all a test.
Right.
Maybe
and
it's
he's
like
super religious too. So
yeah.
That also, remember he was showing Shane like the valley, and he was like, you know, this reminds me of the good things. This is God.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that situation also leads me to believe that Herschel believes there's a cure. Like, he believes he's leaving them to preserve, even feed them, because he believes that.
It's almost like if you were in some screwed up world where everyone turned into a walker, you know, would you be the type of person to just self-preserve and go crazy and become an animal? Or would you be the type of person to, you know, try to do your best to preserve life in any type of way, even if it means like putting yourself at danger? And so maybe he sees it as like a big cosmic test.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm not saying I blame him.
Yeah.
I'm just saying
I can see his side for sure, but I can see the other side as well. Just like, because for me, if I see a zombie and it's coming at me, I would definitely want to kill it. You know what I'm saying? Because I've seen what they can do to you.
I don't think I would take joy in like killing them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be like smiling like Andrea was like
I think
playing the game. I would not want to do that. But
I think every time I killed one, I would have this small realization that like in order for me to continue to like live, I have to do this. And so it's almost like a sacrifice in a way. And I'm sure after you put down a couple thousand of them, you start thinking to yourself, like, is my life worth it? Like, what am I doing? You know, because it'll drive you crazy. Just being in this world would really mess with you psychologically. So I can see where he's coming from.
The hard part for me is like they used to be human, so
right.
It just would be tough to kill somebody who, you know, you have to think like they had a family at one point. They had a life to live. It sucks to do that. I don't know. I guess you guys should tell us what you would do in the comments.
Yeah, and I get where Herschel's coming from, trying to keep his daughter away from Glenn. I think Glenn's a bad guy, but from his perspective, he's just he's a straggler coming through.
I mean, they're all stragglers to a sense, and he
looks at him like a stray dog he don't want stuck to his dog.
And he also
you know what I mean? Like, right.
Yeah.
Let that
happened to us once before, you guys. Anyways.
Yeah, they came over for they brought the dolls over one time, man, for some brunch. Next thing you know,
puppies.
Next thing you know, we got a little senior.
Yeah. We have a chug because of that moment.
Yeah.
Anyways, but Yeah, I can see that's what's gonna shake up. I think next is the should we stay or should we not? And when Rick finally tells them that Herschel doesn't want them to stay, I feel like it's gonna cause a lot of problems.
It's almost like if we stay, there will be trouble, but if we go, there will be double. y'all just gotta let us know. Should we stay or should we go?
Anyways, I do think that I hope in later seasons, even if it's for just like a season or so, they do find somewhere to settle. I think there's something just
I don't feel like this is a settling show. Like,
I
just
don't think so
we're
either,
gonna
but
settle.
I hope they get like a little established somewhere.
You know how people always like, man, I want to retire. When am I going to retire?
Yeah, but I don't want them to be nomads forever either. Like that will kind of be stressful. The whole
They ain't gonna settle, bro.
not even for a season. You can't settle.
Yeah, they're gonna settle. They'll probably settle in the show for like half a season. Then they're gonna be like, there's a fire. It burnt down the saloon.
Yeah, someone's gonna burn it down.
Right.
Someone's gonna or like I said, like people are also an issue. So like maybe one of the gangs will come like burn it up or something.
Or maybe they're gonna like get into a town and realize they really don't like the government that they're forming. It's very tyrannical.
Yeah.
Maybe there's no liberty in the government because maybe everyone's gonna be so concerned about individuality and like not giving people individual opportunities to like
they take their
pursue
guns
themselves
and
and all of that because they're thinking like if we give people the individual ability to do anything in their own self-interest, it's going to detriment the group because there's definitely a group think going on for sure. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, man, we'll see. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in, man. This show just couldn't get better. It really couldn't. I'm really liking this world. I know we repeat it ad nauseum, but we ain't got nothing but time, so I might as well just let y'all know again. I just think that in terms of the world building, there's nowhere I'd rather be right now than inside the world of The Walking Dead.
Right.
Honestly, there's really not. We finished Squid Game. That place was incredible. I mean, if they made a Game of Thrones, part 2...
They are making one.
Yeah, but it's gonna suck. Let's be real. House of the Dragon was okay.
It's not gonna suck. Don't say that. Give it a chance.
It's gonna suck. It's not gonna be as good as Game of Thrones.
I mean, yeah, when you compare it to Game of Thrones, I think everything pretty much.
Well, House of the Dragon was all right, but it wasn't no Game of Thrones. I mean, at the time, I was
could it ever be?
I was into it at first, but I really think they started screwing it up. I don't like the direction they took it in, but
I mean, I like the dragons in it, honestly.
Yeah, that's probably pretty cool. All right, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Hit us up on Patreon. We got the full uncut reactions over there. We also got a lot of stuff over there, man. We're also moving some old stuff that we used to put on Google Drive, and we're moving some old videos over to Vimeo. So if you see us uploading some old reactions, it's because we're trying to get it off that old platform and put it on something more modern, because what's going to happen is eventually we're going to lose all those videos if I keep them over there, and I don't really want to do that. So
some of which the links aren't working, so we're going to have to go deep in the archives to find things.
When we first started, we would link all of our videos we would upload them to Google Drive and then like link them through our Patreon, and that was cool. But then when we started getting more than like 20 or 30 people, it's when we were starting Game of Thrones, right?
Yeah, when we did Endgame and Game of Thrones at the same time, and when we did that, the links broke because more people were clicking them.
Which was the funny story, which was the exact day we were moving into this house. So we had our laptop in the kitchen, trying to fix our whole Patreon.
We were like,
our whole entire, we're trying to fix everything while we're also trying to like move into this brand new house that we just got. And like we moved into this house to have this garage turned studios to like be able to film it and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we needed an extra room. So that was a really stressful time.
Yeah. But
sure.
I remember sweating that so bad, being like, oh my gosh, they're going to be so upset. We just dropped Endgame. Got 2 Vimeo accounts deleted because I didn't know how to upload them.
I remember when we had to switch from Google Drive to Vimeo, and I realized Vimeo was like $400.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God.
But it's even more now because
remember you was in there trying to convince me like, babe, we should get Vimeo. And I'm just like,
you're like, should we?
I'm like, hooga. I got the steam coming out my ears. We're just moving, so like we're broke.
There's a lot of expenses.
Yeah, we had no ability to save money at that time. We just got done moving. Hit us up, man. Turn on the notification bell, because if you're not subscribed and if you don't have that notification bell turned on, chances are when we drop really good stuff, if it's not really your niche, if it's not something that you usually go watch reactions to, a lot of the times you guys just won't see it.
Or you just won't know.
And I'm not just saying that, man. I know that for a fact because I got access to the analytics, so I can see all that stuff.
And we're starting Christopher Nolan, guys, also.
Right,
so if you guys are interested in like, what is it? Crime thrillers?
I don't know. I don't really know because he's made some. Is that what he does? Just like crime thrillers?
Well, I mean, like Batman kind of had the vibe. That movie we just watched, the fall.
It's hard to judge.
Sorry, not
it's
the following. But Interstellar was not like that. It was very.
Yeah.
It was spacey.
It was different, man. Man, I tell you what.
It was. What did you say? Come on, Murph.
He's like, Murph. I love you, Murph. All right, man. We love y'all, Murph. We'll see you on the next one.